bring out our first bout of the evening, Dylan Hatley.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Shamrock Fighting Championships and our 300th show. Jeremy Johnson tonight, along with my partner, Ryan Sutton. Now coming to the cage out of Tilden, Illinois, is Dylan Hatley. Dylan sports an undefeated 2-0 record now, making his way into the cage. The former high school wrestler tonight said he went and worked his stand-up for this, being that, you know, you're working that wrestling background, which you know you have got to work on the other parts of your game. Dylan Hatley coming into this fight says he is looking for that takedown. Of course, gotta work that wrestling prowess. He is also looking to maintain his composure tonight as he takes on a very tough Elijah Brockman.
Let's bring out his opponent tonight, Elijah Brockman.
Coming to the cage, it is Elijah Brockman. He makes his way out of Wise Warriors MMA and also sports an undefeated record here. His last fight ended in a first-round rear naked choke in only 30 seconds. What a way to start off your MMA career.
Hey, what a way to start off your MMA career. What a way to start off this fight card with two young guns coming in undefeated. Jeremy, you say it better than anyone. Someone's O has got to go, but I want to hear from you, and I'm going to hear it at some point tonight.
Absolutely. Tonight is the night. The big 300. Time to bring it, so let's send it up to the cage to Stephen Baer to kick us off.
Ladies and gentlemen, tonight, fighting out of the blue corner this evening, he stands 6 feet 1 inches tall. He weighs in at 186 pounds. Fighting out of Tilden, Illinois, Dylan Hatley. His opponent tonight, fighting from across the cage out of the red corner this evening. He stands 6 feet 4 inches tall. He weighs in at 192.8 pounds. Fighting out of St. Louis, Missouri, Elijah Brockman.
Two young guns looking to start this night off. And yeah, Jeremy, going back to what you said with the wrestling background, that'll give you a really, really good competitive. Whoa!
Comes out flying with a bit of a scissor kick there.
Yeah.
Referee Dwayne Best calling this action tonight. We see Elijah Brockman, though, kind of starting to stalk down, looking for the big takedown, though. Trying to drag down Hatley.
Yeah, he probably wants to slow down Hatley at this point, especially coming out with that dynamic attempt of a jumping.
Yeah, that's almost a lot to see in your face to start off here.
Yeah,
Brockman trying to work that high crotch to try to get this fight to the ground.
Yeah, Brockman is working that really, really hard, and Hatley, coming from that wrestling background, is doing a great job of defending. Oh, almost gives up the takedown there, but
nice sprawl there coming out of Brockman.
Yeah, Brockman secured the takedown, but he didn't react and follow him down, and that gave Hatley the chance to kind of springboard up. Inadvertent low blow right there.
Dylan Hatley will get 5 minutes to recover here.
Yeah, it looks like it might have just shifted the cup a little bit. He's
you know, if those guys would get on the Diamond MMA train of cups, I think that they would do a whole lot better sometimes.
Hey, they would. I switched over myself. I had a pretty scary incident with the fight. Had a very, very damaging blow with pretty terrible product and switched over. Been very happy in training ever since.
A lot of feints here coming out of Elijah Brockman, but Hatley trying to go upstairs with almost a lighthearted Taekwondo-style kick.
Yeah, Brockman did a good job.
Oh, looking for the trip. Nice.
Yeah. Over-under position, steps to the outside, and just slams Brockman to the mat. No, what I was going to say was Brockman was doing a good job of kind of landing a karate-style front kick without a telegraph. Oh, he's in a bad spot right now.
This is not where Brockman wants to be. Starting to eat some punches here as Hatley gets that full mounted position.
Yeah, he's in a heavy full mount right now, Jeremy. This is worst case scenario for Elijah Brockman.
Brockman trying to get away here, trying to shrimp those hips, trying to make some space. He's not eating a whole lot of damage yet.
Yeah, Hatley's picking his shots wisely.
Nice shot there by Hatley, though.
He's not just going kind of berserk. He's really trying to make him pay in this mounted position. Probably looking to make him give up his back. Oh, now
he's starting to rain down those shots. Big, heavy one.
The referee's taking a close look at this one. Those are fairly close to being defenseless shots.
Yeah, Brockman now trying to defend, grabbing the hands, trying to do anything to keep that position correct. Under 40 seconds remaining here in this round. Can Elijah Brockman survive? He's taking some heavy damage. Referee Dwayne Best right on top of the action. Now Hatley looking to sink in the rear naked choke.
That's what I said. You rain down that much punishment, makes him, and you rain down that much punishment, it just makes that fighter on bottom pick. Do you want to keep taking the shots or give up your back and hope to scramble out? Brockman had to give up his back because Elijah Hatley was all over him with some heavy, heavy shots.
10 seconds remaining here.
Can he survive here, Jeremy?
I don't know. Dylan Hatley looking to try to finish this. He's flattening him out.
That's deep. He doesn't have his grip locked up, but that forearm is deep.
Nice work there by Elijah Brockman, though, in a terrible position. Was able to fend off, kept the one hand away so they couldn't lock it in and make the finish.
Yeah, saved by the bell, though, because that was a really, really deep choke that Hatley was looking to sink, just couldn't secure his lock. I mean, Elijah Brockman is tough, dude, to survive not only those hard shots from Mount, but also that submission attempt. Kudos, hats off to him for making it out of that first round.
We have some amazing fights planned here tonight for Shamrock FC 300. As we go to our Mattingly Lumber instant replay here, we see Dylan Hatley in the heavy mount starting to land that ground and pound. Elijah Brockman trying to fight the hands, but he stayed in this position for almost 2 full minutes of that fight. Here we go, getting ready for round 2. The crowd is just going nuts here for Dylan Hatley.
Yeah, the referee really did all he could to let that fight go because that was 2 minutes of abuse.
Bit of a hematoma here coming under the left eye of Elijah Brockman.
Hey, Elijah Brockman, though, tough guy. Takes the center, fires off a couple hard leg kicks. He's still here to fight.
Oh!
That was that lead leg kick I was talking about, Jeremy. A no setup kind of flick karate style lead leg kick. You don't land it off a big switch, but he gives up the takedown, and now he's got Dylan Hatley on top of him, which we saw in the first round seemed to be a nightmare.
Yeah, but the thing is here, he may have landed that heavy, heavy kick, but he ends up giving up the position, ends up on his back. He is getting ground and pounded here now, head up against the cage, which is a terrible, painful position to be in.
Yeah, against a wrestler that you want to pick your kicks wisely. Even if that wasn't a big setup kick, if you don't recoil that, you wind up right here just being a punching bag with a heavy wrestler on top. And the face of Elijah Brockman is just absolutely swelled up right now. I mean, every time we get a glance of that face, you can see the swelling around the eyes. He took a lot of damage in that first round.
Yeah, we are seeing some heavy pressure here coming out of Dylan Hatley. Now, Brockman, though, working a very active guard here, trying to get that armbar position.
Yeah, and Hatley fell asleep there for just a second, and Brockman transitioned.
Again, that's close. Nice pull out, though, there from Dylan Hatley.
Yeah, Hatley was having none of it. Just recognized that it was there, but sinked his way out of it.
Halfway through here, the second round.
And Brockman's doing a good job right now of controlling the wrists. What that does is that allows you to not, A, eat a lot of damage, and B, move your hips to set up some of those things like triangles, arm bars, but it's hard to set up a triangle arm bar when you're eating those heavy shots, man. Looking to shift his hips.
Yeah, we're seeing a very active guard game here out of Elijah Brockman.
We are, but we're also seeing a very active ground and pound game out of Dylan Hatley, which I feel is neutralizing a lot of those really actually slick submission attempts.
Yeah, most definitely, but no matter in the eyes of the judges, it's always hard to call, but now we see Hatley starting to stack Brockman, gets the pass into side control.
And this is where he got in trouble last time. Gave up,
Again, steps over into mount, now locks up a potential, but that half guard is way open.
Yeah, I mean, that might as well be a mount, Jeremy. Once he gives up that side control position, it just seems to be a matter of no time before Hatley jumps right into mount. And look for a really ugly 10 seconds if Brockman can survive this last 10 seconds, because Hatley is trying to put it on him.
Again, Hatley trying to push. Nice reversal at the end there, though, coming from Elijah Brockman.
That was just pure grit and heart, because he bridged up, said, I am not going to take any more of those shots, and got a reversal at the end of the round.
What a fight to kick off the night here at Shamrock FC 300. We thank all of you who have joined us on the first Facebook prelim that's running. But, guys, you want to go and catch the rest of the pay-per-view, go to www.shamrockfc.com. Click on the Watch Live tab and join us for the rest of the fight here. As we see in the corner of Elijah Brockman, they are working swelling on both of those cheeks. That was a tough ground and pound to take right there.
Yeah, I mean, Dylan Hatley has done beautiful work on top to damage Elijah Brockman.
Looking here at our Mattingly Lumber instant replay, a lot of takedown action there, but the ground and pound up against the cage was the story of that round.
Yeah, Brockman had glimpses of hope going low with heavy leg kicks to start off that first round, and then went high with a beautiful timed, almost side, like I said, karate style kick, but you can only kick a wrestler so many times before they're going to time that out, put you on your back. That's what happened, and Elijah Brockman spent the better part of 2 minutes being really, really beat up on.
Oh, look again. Elijah Brockman trying to go up, trying to get that standing guillotine, but that's what got him into trouble the last time.
Yeah, it's really high risk. You can't overcommit to submissions, especially something like a standing guillotine, because you just give up the risk of them controlling your body, lowering their level.
Both in a very neutral over-under position here. Again, looking for that trip, though.
Yeah, Brockman did a better job of not overcommitting his hips there, because that's what he did the first time. He kind of overcommitted his hips.
Yeah, once you get those hips low on an outside trip throw like that, it's pretty much all over.
Yeah. That's just going to be who pulls the trigger on.
And again, Hatley is looking for it pretty constant.
Yeah, that's about the third time he's looked for that outside throw attempt. You know, probably going back to the well. It worked so pretty for him the first time, but Brockman seems to have made the adjustments to where
both of the guys pummeling for position. Nice turn there out of Brockman.
Yeah, very good redirect off the cage. And this is an exhausting position to be in. Third round of a fight. You're tired. You've taken a lot of damage. You've given a lot of damage, and now you're just pummeling against the cage.
Again, looking for a head and arm trip there.
Yeah, it looks for the head and arm, but it was kind of dangerous because he didn't have full control of the arm. He could have given up his back there. Good hips on Dylan Hatley, though. He settles in, kept pressuring.
Yeah, you can definitely see the wrestling background coming out of Hatley there. Some of his high-risk, high-reward moves, though, come from the wrestling world, from the judo world. But we see here Brockman now trying to get back into position, starts to land a side control, steps over into a mount of his own.
Man, the tables have turned. We've come full 360. Brockman's on top in a mounted position with a long minute left, and I think there might be a little fatigue on the part of Dylan Hatley.
Brockman here starting to land the ground and pound, just one after the other.
Yeah.
Big hands coming. Referee Dwayne Best right on top of the action.
Yeah, Brockman is pouring it on him.
Brockman is trying to finish this fight.
Yeah, Dylan Hatley has got to find a way to survive here because he's up big 2 rounds.
Now, Brockman looking for that rear naked choke.
It's in there deep. That is a deep choke,
20
Jeremy.
seconds, can he finish?
He's doing what he very wisely pushes away at the elbow.
Beautiful from Dylan Hatley right there to block that position.
Oh, pure heart. He's up huge, winds up in the worst possible position you can wind up in late in the fight, hearts his way out of it.
Again, Brockman trying to throw submissions to the end. Both of these guys, a battered and bloody mess. What a way to kick off the 300th show of Shamrock FC tonight.
Man, that was a war.
Beautiful, beautiful action. This one will go to the judge's decision here. So Ryan, how do you see this one so far?
You know, I think Brockman definitely did enough to steal that third round, but in my opinion, it was probably too little too late because Dylan Hatley really put it on him those first 2 rounds. A beautiful first 2 rounds put in by Hatley. Great effort by Brockman, and what a terrible position he put him in right here in this 3rd round. Ground and pound, big shots, busted him open, looked to finish with the rear naked choke, but just could not secure it.
So let's send this one up to the cage to Stephen Bayer to give us our results.
Ladies and gentlemen, before we go to the scorecards this evening, that was a great first fight. Let's give both of these fighters a big round of applause. Going to the scorecards this evening, we have a unanimous decision. Your winner out of the blue corner this evening, Dylan Hatley.
Dylan Hatley moves his record to 3-0 in the world of mixed martial arts here. A commanding finish, saw himself in a bad position in the 3rd round, but was able to survive with some pretty slick submission defense.
Yeah, and he took on a very tough game, Elijah Brockman, tonight. A guy that wasn't easy to put away, a guy that was in there to fight till the very end. Hatley did what he needed to do, and that is get up big and then also hard his way out of any trouble that Brockman presented for him late in the fight.
A great fight, but we've got more, and we'll be right back right here at Shamrock Fighting Championships.